Back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We have been speaking about how to maximize your space in your home, and we're going to end with my favorite part of the topic with Miss Christa Emrick. She's a Feng Shui expert. I want you to really talk to our listeners. What is Feng Shui? I think people have misconceptions.
Feng Shui is also called the art of placement because everything is energy. We have to make sure that the energy runs smoothly. It started by the part that I am studying is by Professor Lin. About 70 years ago, he studied with the monks. He used superstition, folklore, little religious beliefs, and he brought it to America about 30 years ago. And he adapted it to our lifestyle, which is very different than the Chinese lifestyle.
Why
the
so?
big thing is, well, the first thing, the Asian people are afraid someone's out to get them. So you will never sit with your back against the wall.
I don't do that.
You know, things of that nature. Like even when you cook, you're supposed to have a mirror in front of your cook plate so that you know what's going on behind you. When you sit at your desk, you want to have a mirror. Those kind of things. The other thing is they're very proud of their families. So the more you amplify something with a mirror, we have more of that.
Sure.
And yes.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like I've had several Asian clients that it has to be perfect. If it doesn't match, if it's not pointing, the house isn't pointing in the right direction,
exactly.
They don't want it. They even count the stairs. They make sure that the front door does not align with the back door.
Because then
the
runs
energy
through the
rushes
house.
right
And then,
out.
well, one of them said, well, this one it lines up, but if we put a crystal, it'll be fine. Like, so they have ways to get around things.
It's what they
Yeah.
call cures for them,
Yeah.
yes. You know, up until about 25, 30 years ago, all of this was translated in orally. It was never documented.
Orally?
Orally. It was spoken. There was no documentation ever. And when I started in late 90s, it just now became. And this one book that I have here with Sarah Rosbach, she's the first official writer which Professor Lin worked with. And it's a neat philosophy. The idea is cleanliness, decluttering, let the energy flow, and harmony. You know, you're working with the forces of energy. You're talking about a stormy marriage. You know, all this has to do with energy in your home. And as we just heard from Jenna, the cleaner it is, so much the better.
I grew up military, and so I get anxiety the more the dirtier my house gets. You know, I can let it go for one day, you know, to see my son's socks and, you know.
Hey, shopping at Salvation Army does
That-
not
that
make you
doesn't-
military.
Well, I'm a military brat, I'm sorry. Okay. But the more and more that it gets cluttered,
Yes.
my wife knows that there's a tipping point. Well, I'll just say, okay, that's it. We're not going to do anything. We're going to clean for 10 straight hours because that's it. I can't be in the situation anymore. So I totally agree with everything you say. What is the type of Feng Shui, the actual type of practice that?
Well, the one I do, it has a really fancy name. It's the Black Hat Sect Feng Shui of Tibetan Tantric Buddhism.
I'll
It's
definitely
very
remember that.
complicated. But basically, it deals with intuition.
Sure.
We use what's called a bagua. A bagua is almost like a tic-tac-toe design. Each segment has to do with a portion of our life. So I brought a sample in here where at the bottom of the bagua, like as you enter a room, the furthest to the left is your knowledge corner, the center is the family, the furthest away is your abundance, your wealth, the center is your fame, the next one relationship, down your creativity and children, and your helpful people. The center is career, the bottom center is career, and the center is your health. So if you have an issue with something, let's say your health isn't very good, take this bagua, apply it or look at it and place it in front of your front door so that the career is at the front door, and see what's in the middle of the house. You know, sometimes we have just a dirty closet. You know, the thing is, Feng Shui knows underneath the bed, it knows behind the doors. So you can't just stuff it into a drawer somewhere. It has to be cleaned thoroughly. And using this tool is very helpful. Now, there are so-called cures, which we can use colors and elements also to remedy the situation. The big thing is intuition.
Sure. To go. And so how can you help people do with this
Well,
process?
people hire me because they have something out of sync within their life. And the first thing I ask is, how does your clutter look like? What does it look like? And
I like that you assume that there's clutter. That's awesome.
Yeah. If there's
problem.
clutter, then don't hire me because it's a waste of time. We're not going to get anywhere. And if they say, now clutter is good, then I go to
So
their
it goes
home.
Gina, then Christa. I got
Yes. And then I come to home, we find out what their issues are. We use the bagua. We apply it over the house, the entire property. privacy. The room, sometimes a desk, sometimes a car. It just all depends.
And what's a quick practical tip that someone can implement just to
All right, keep the toilet seat down because
Okay.
it allows the finances to stay abreast. It doesn't go down. the
That's
drain.
what happened.
Yes.
it's no wonder.
Yeah.
Over the fireplace, only have pictures of dead people. Don't put your children up to any living people because the fireplace is fire, and you.
I have my TV up there. Is that okay?
TV is fine.
Okay,
yeah.
great.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What if you're watching home videos of
horror movies
of
only?
living kids?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And in your bedroom, only have pictures of your and your partner. No children, no parents, none of that stuff.
Just to make sure that's the
The
most
bedroom
important.
is meant for
business
love
partner?
and sleeping.
No, not business. Don't have
No.
a picture of me. Okay, so if you want some more information, if you'd like some help from Christa Emrick, you can call her at 210-710-4793. Again, that's 710-4793. You can also email her at krista.emrick@yahoo.com. Thank you, ladies, for coming back to the show.
Thank you.
And we'd love to see some more of you. You go to bobandjjradio.com, be a fan of the show, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. See you next week.
Bye.